travelling mate. Obviously you haven't had a win since we spoke to you last time, but the results weren't as bad last weekend as they have been in previous weeks.
No, we're travelling okay. Yeah, we're travelling okay. We're internally, as far as the group, we're hitting on a few personal targets for players to achieve to, and the development with those players playing at this level is hitting the mark. They're obviously playing South Hobart, which is of quality. Definitely tested some of the players in their positional structure and also their understanding of their positional roles. But overall, I took a lot of positives, and so did the squad out of the game against South last week.
What's the feeling like around the club at the moment? The application is in for next year. Still confident of retaining your place in the competition?
I believe so, yeah. The club's quite confident. We put a good application together, and it's on paper and in our mindset, it looks very good. I spent 6 hours last week looking at video analysis for players that we're looking at bringing abroad for your import players for next year if the application is successful, and we've spoken to a few national coaches out there who have got players in junior profiles that we're also looking at targeting for next year. So if application is successful, we will definitely be, you'll see a lot more of me anyway in front of the cameras.
So there's definitely a big recruiting drive happening behind the scenes?
Yeah, when I first came this year, I was astounded on the player quality and the player numbers that disappeared and the ones that stayed, and tried to attract a few other players there, but with the environment that there was a lack of sharpness in players, it probably obviously gave a message that they wanted to be around a lot more high quality players, which is the ones that did leave last year, which is a big shame, especially for the club. And I know seeing some of them now perform, they're actually not playing in V-League environments. They've actually probably taken a step backwards, which is a shame for them and their future development as well. But overall, I think the lads are really keen to take a lot out of this year. They've learned a lot on the mental aspect of the game. They've definitely learned the sort of calibre that you need to be at for pre-season physical awareness before the season starts. But it's been an extremely good learning curve and development curve for these lads at the Knights ready for next year. And I'm not saying any of the players will all make that level next year, and large majority probably won't. And we've spoken about that one-on-one, but what this year has given them is a really good insight of what they need to do to push themselves come November, end of this year, in preparation for next year if they want to make that level.
How do you go this weekend?
Yeah, very confident. We're ready to pop the bubble. Went down and got myself some needles, so we're ready to go. Yeah, very much.
Have you ever thought of resigning?
No, not Walter. No, far from it. No, far from it.
Yeah.
I think that's an easy way out, and I think if you're looking at throwing the towel in, you're only a short-term coach, and that's not what my mentality is about. I love the sport, I love the environment, I love the game, I love the players, I love to see a smile on their face when they've achieved something, even if it's a real minimal category. No, not thought of resigning at all. Well, to answer your question straightforward, no.
But does it look good on your CV?
What's that?
You know, coaching a side that finishes last.
I don't put the results, I weekly results on a CV.
Heavily defeated.
No, don't put those on my CV. The people, when they look at CVs, well, they look at where you've been, what level you've played at, and more importantly, when they put you on a training park to see what development, as far as your knowledge of the game goes, whereabouts you fit into their structure. I'm quite confident that I'm learning every week, I'm learning every day. I mix with some extremely knowledgeable coaches, and for me, I pick a lot of coach development out of every coach that I associate with, and it enhances me every week.
Launceston City, the other club that was obviously made to reapply, beating them on the pitch, what sort of message do you think that would send FFT?
I don't think it's a matter of sending FFT messages. I've spoken to Mike and I've spoken to some of the staff there, because I know them personally out there on the park, and it's a really nice environment to be in as FFT, to be able to speak openly and broadly to them. And I think they are pretty knowledgeable people to understand that from what we've been left with this year and to what we've done. And I think people get a little bit excited about results and results and results and results. And yeah, we are playing for results in this level. But also, if you don't have retention of players and they're not enjoying the game, you don't get results for the future. And I think the main thing is making sure that the players are getting something out of it on a weekly basis, on a nightly basis of training, and they are still feeling that they achieve something so they can be retained in playing the sport for next year and the year after and the year after that. And I think the message that if we did win against Lonnie City on the weekend would not change the thoughts processes of the board or the FFT structure of what they want to do.
What's your message to the Knights fans on the eve of this game?
Well, we are spending a fair bit of time back at the club, and I think it's an important culture environment to be in for those lads who are young and new to the club, to be looking at the silverware and past players and mixing and associating with past players and associates of the game with the club. So the messages to all those people are: we're still there, we're still trying our best, we're still achieving little hurdles that we're jumping over, and the future's looking bright for us. We are putting a lot of things in place now, halfway through this season, to make sure that the sun shines extremely hot for next season if we do get that ticket to go forward.
And you'd encourage them to come and watch the game?
Absolutely, they come and watch anyway now. The supporting base of the Knights is very good. We had a skill acquisition program festival last week, and I think from what we counted there, even though people were moving around the environment, we counted about 163 Knights jackets walking around the festival, and that's really rewarding for a club, because there's a lot of clubs in the state that don't have that junior program based, let alone senior program, where players are still involved, win, lose or draw.
Okay, yeah.
163, that's precise.
Yeah, it was. That's what I counted, and actually what we're talking about, we counted 163 people walk around with jackets.
Yeah.
Children, women, parents, grandparents, 163 we counted.
Why aren't they here at your games, sir?
Sorry?
Why aren't they here at your games?
Because you've got junior programs that are getting played during the same time, and it's a long weekend when you get children who are playing in skill acquisition and also under 10s and things like that, and to have them coming out of their home, especially in the middle of winter, to come and watch senior material. If you notice every game we have last week I think it was Delta United. We had all them young lads from different regions out in the northern suburbs walking our lads out. The week before was Brighton. The week before that was our skill acquisition. So we make it very important that the young children from northern suburbs are experiencing that sort of enjoyment in the sport with being associated with senior football. We lose or draw.
But with a 4:30 p.m. kick-off, you should have 163 jackets each.
It would be nice, well, yeah, absolutely, it would be lovely. Hopefully parents, especially being school holidays, it'd be nice to see them out and about. Hopefully give or take a few taking off for school holidays, excursions and ventures for a family environment. But it'd be nice to see a large number of shirts here. Probably make a really good statement, but having people like Anthony Alexander and a few of the FFT staff down at the skill festivals last week, and even Jaden Hay commented from Zebras that it's just like a sea of Knights, and it was rewarding to hear that sort of comments. Absolutely.